Hello. Oh, whoops, whoopsie, whoopsie. There we go. Okay, let me text everyone saying, wow, my office is a disaster. Hey. We're on. If I shoot across the sky, we are on. Whoop, we lost Abina. Where'd she go? She was here.
I love your lipstick.
Thanks. I actually went out shopping today. So I got a little decent. Okay, she's back. I'm like, where did Abina go? All right. It's already 10:06, so we're going to get started, especially because most people watch this on the replay. I did want to make some announcements and acknowledgements. Last I checked, hold on. Hold on one second as we just maybe give everyone one more minute to get on. I will show across the sky. Why is my desk stuck? This is disgusting. Hold on, I wanted to announce just some of our Success Club stats. It's still just us four. Are your kids sleeping, Gabby? Oh no, it's still pretty early over there.
It's just 7 here. They're wide awake.
Well, they're quiet.
Oh, yeah, because my daughter is on like her 30 minutes of tablet, and we give her 30 minutes every day.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we had the most peaceful dinner the other night because we were like both tablets, phone. Here you go. Like, because we went out to eat.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, girl. Okay. There we go. All right, guys, my computer is acting up. There may be some more recent announcements, but this is the last that I had gotten. So I wanted to acknowledge Amanda Colby she's already at SC8. There's still plenty of time in the month, but she, I see her ending the month at 10 and beyond. And also Lorena just signed up. She already sold her first challenge pack. Super proud of her for just spreading the word and already making an impact. Angelina, Allison, Jimena, Mara, Katie, Sydney, Jennifer, and Rachel are all on the map. So I'm super excited, guys. Yay, yes. Those are all, even if it's just one person, two people, you're changing lives, you're out there, you're putting yourself out there, you're making a difference. It is a huge deal. So guys, with no further ado, I wanted to talk about leadership tonight. I was reading my personal development, this life-changing book, which, by the way, I'm going to put together on our website, so it's a resource that we can have all of the audio, because one of the new discount coaches on our team gave me the link for this book on YouTube. So I really like audio too. I should like listen and read to it. But guys, I couldn't help but to think about you guys. And I'm going to read you some things that stood out to me. But this particular chapter is on self-discipline and leadership. And, you know, I have been doing this business for the last 2 years. And I came in not having any experience, any knowledge. I've never ran a team or done network marketing. I simply had leaders above me that were successful, that I knew that if I was going to be successful, I needed to walk in their footsteps. And that was something that just from the very beginning, I understood. I understood that if I was going to see success, I needed to duplicate what success was, what successful coaches were doing. And a lot of things were scary for me. I didn't feel super knowledgeable on a lot of things, but I also understood through my life experiences, through my personal development, that you only get good when you just start something. So obviously, like a workout, like anything, your first time doing it, you're not going to be good. You're not going to be good like your first week as a leader, your first month, you know, you're going to go, it's like a muscle. You go making it stronger and stronger. But the only way to develop yourself as a leader is to begin leading and to put yourself out there. So I was reading a part and it started off saying that leadership and self-discipline go hand in hand. It is not possible to imagine an effective leader who lacks self-discipline, willpower, self-control, and self-mastery. The characteristic of a leader is that he is in complete control of himself in every situation. So we've talked about this before in the past, where the difference between this was something that one of our leaders, someone from corporate came down from Beachbody, and they spoke to us and they said, what is the difference between a coach who is like super successful and maybe someone who isn't advancing or growing so much? Like, what does it take to be that? And everybody had different answers. They were like, consistency, you have to be, you know, whatever. Like they just shouted out all of these things. What's the difference between the non-successful and the successful? And what he told us that day was the difference was one person has the employee mindset and the other has the owner mindset. So an employee, what does an employee do, guys, when things are hard, when things don't make sense, when they can't figure something out? What does an employee usually do? You're at work, you can't figure something out, and you're just like, what? What do employees usually do? Huh?
Excuses.
They make excuses. You complain. The heck, this sucks. This company. You're like, eh. Now, what would a boss do? If he's trying to figure something out and it's not happening, what would a boss do?
Figure it out and move on.
Figure it out, right? A boss would figure it out. A boss would make a phone call. A boss would do what it takes to figure something out. They're not going to sit there and complain and think that somebody else needs to take care of the situation. They realize that their leadership, that they are in complete control in every situation. It is up to them. They are in complete control. So do you guys see how this is also a mindset shift? A mindset shift where you understand that you are a leader and that everything that happens in your business, in your life, you are in control of, and you, it's up to you. It is up to you to make or break a situation. And so, we need men, and they were talking about, we need leaders in our families, businesses, places of worship, community organizations, and especially politics. We need men and women who will take responsibility serious and are willing to step forward to take command of the situation. So then he talked about 4 stages of development. And here was where stuff started just wheels started turning, guys, and I knew that I had to share this message with you. So as we learned there, he says the role of a leader is to take responsibility for results. So take responsibility for the results that are happening. And obviously this book is very broad, but I want to apply it to Beachbody. Then he said, the main reason, and I put a little star by it because this is when lights started going off for me. The main reason that some people are not promoted into greater leadership positions, or perhaps they are even fired, is because of failure to execute. They do not do the most important jobs expected of them, nor do they get the results demanded of them. I want to read that again, guys. The main reason some people are not promoted into greater leadership positions, or perhaps they are even fired, is because of failure to execute. Now, I'm saying this with like all of my heart, you guys. There are some people who have been on this team for a year, 6 months, a few months, and they have failed to execute, to take the steps that are required of them to see results in their business. What I'm doing right now, a team call, I wasn't doing this in the beginning, but I knew I had to step up. I knew I had to step up my leadership. If I was going to see my team grow, I needed to, provide resources. I needed to do something for my team. So in that part, that was really like, dang, okay. So people don't get ahead in leadership because they fail to execute. Then here's the good part, guys. The next part was where he talked about leaders have vision. The first quality of leadership is vision. Vision. You have to have a vision for your future, where you're going, for what you want. If you're not visualizing it in your head, if you can't see yourself hosting a team call right now where you're the host and you got 5 or 10 girls joining you in that call, if you can't even visualize it, then it's not even going to happen. A leader can visualize. So the very first thing that you have to have is vision. Leaders have vision. They have the ability to project forward into the future and develop a clear picture of what they want for their organization and where they want to go. So as a leader, you become a leader when you accept responsibility. For results, you accept responsibility for the results that you want to see. You become a leader when you begin to think, act, and talk like a leader. So I understand, you guys, I totally do, feeling inadequate, like I don't even know what I'm doing, I don't know everything. But if you begin to walk and talk and do what leaders do, you will become a leader. And of course, in the beginning, I remember making, this isn't about leadership, but I remember making my first YouTube video and how cheesy it was and how not good it was and how I used to blink like crazy. And then, little by little, I got better and I realized had I never made that first blinky video, I would have never been able to improve and see myself and just make improvements, right? So you got to begin to think, act, talk like a leader. You become a leader when you develop a vision for yourself and for your company and for your life and for your area of responsibility. So the next part, which goes along with it, said walking and talking. You got to walk the walk. You must walk the walk, talk the talk, the part of a leader if you want to be a leader. So that's just a part of the book that kind of reminded me, but now I want to talk and I'm going to get really real with you guys. So like I said, there are people on this team. Their businesses have reached a standstill. They're not growing. They're putting themselves out there and they're not seeing the results. But I can promise you guys, as someone that is simply not the best, not, I'm simply following what other successful leaders have done and gone before me. That is all I'm doing. So tonight, What I wanted to challenge and really see like who is out there, who is ready and who is willing to take on a leadership role and start acting, walking, and talking like a leader. And so if you have a vision for one day growing a team, well then it starts with your challenge groups, right? It starts with your challenge group, you leading those people. Let's not even talk about the business. You lead those people. What are you doing to help them get results, to nurture them? So you start there with your very people in your challenge group. And then, guys, you commit every single month that somehow or another you are going to invite people to the business opportunity. And you are no longer going to, you're going to decide today that you are going to take those steps necessary. And yes, it's going to be scared, and maybe you can get support. I will be there for your first one. I will help you write out the layout because it's actually quite easy how to do your first business opportunity call. But that's what I want to challenge you to do. Even if there's one person in there, I want you to practice that muscle of you putting your story out there, yourself out there, and letting people know you are a leader, you are a boss, and you want to help other people and build your team. And, I think about this a lot, you guys, because there's so much potential in this business. There is so much potential for growth, for income, but it's only going to happen if you take the steps necessary to exercise your leadership skills. Because as long as you're riding on the coattail of your upline coach or your coach, it's not going to happen for you. And so at some point, I want to challenge you guys to take that leap of faith because all of you are qualified. And I have told you before, if you're a mom and you lead your home, trust me, you can lead a business opportunity call. You can make a video where you share your story. And sometimes that's a little with video, you're like thinking of all the right things. And if you mess up, you got to start over. For me, live, personally, I'm just like, I could say it. If I mess up, I could be like, no, what was that? And, just come right back to it. And it doesn't have to be like this perfect, video a link that I send someone because, that usually has to be like edited and polished. But with a live video, you can make mistakes. You can say, hold on, let me look at my notes. And it's perfectly fine. And I want nothing more than to see people advancing in their businesses, seeing massive growth in their businesses. But it's only going to happen if you exercise those leadership muscles in order for that to happen. So I want to ask you, what is holding you back? What is holding you back from being the leader that you are meant to be? And there's only 4 of us here right now. So I think we can maybe have a little discussion. Gabby, you're new. Abin, I know you've been focusing on putting your journey out there, which, girl, I'm so proud of you. You're like posting every day. I'm loving it. And I want to hear the response like you're getting from people. But what would you say is holding you back from being the leader that you are meant to be?
I think for me, what's holding me back the most is that it's really challenging for me to be secure of myself. I think the fact that I just started, I try to put it in my head that yes, I'm going to do good, that yes, I'm going to hit Success Club every month, and I try my best. The thing is that I think I haven't believed in myself. That's why I'm not making it. I think so. Because I tell myself I'm going to make it, but as soon as I'm writing with someone, I'm messaging them, and I know I've gotten so much better in talking with people and making them feel important because it's all about them. It really is about them. I've come to realize it's so not about the programs. It's so not about me. It's about them. It's just to get their interest into the programs once we've talked about them. The thing is that there's a point where they start being shaky about actually being in the challenge group, about actually purchasing the stuff. That's when I start doubting about myself. That's when the doubts start coming, and I think that's where like that's my problem for me. And like when I'm face to face with someone talking about what I do, they have like pretty strong questions. I think I'm very intimidated, maybe because I'm new. I mean, I'm very new to personal development. I started it right before. That's how I took the decision to become a coach, because I started reading personal development and I said, I can do this. And I was so sure of myself, and I am now. I try to go back then to think of how I was back then, and like the security I had in myself, and the yes, I can do it. I try to think of that, but somehow I don't know, somehow something stops me. I just start thinking of the negative stuff that, oh, you know, they're not gonna get it, and I just try to snap myself out of it, telling myself, Gabby, it's okay, you know, just think positive, just be thankful, say that they're gonna get it, you know, think they're gonna get it, think you're gonna help them, you know. But I think just me, the fact that I'm still insecure of what I'm doing, even though I feel more secure than before, I still feel more insecure.
Well, can I tell you that just when you speak, your energy is amazing. I would even look into doing audio. Hola, mija, ¿cómo estás? Mira, te entiendo. An audio on Facebook when you're talking to people, because if they could hear, like, you just sound so sincere, so like, don't worry, I want it to be. If they could hear that tone, they may, you know, believe in you a little more than maybe just your words. So I would throw in a little bit of audio. Let people hear your voice, your passion, because it's there, Gabby. You know, but that's why we have the support. When things aren't like, I just went now, I'm like, wow, I sent a crying face. I'm like, 3 people that gave me their email addresses one by one have all given me excuses. But I went to my success partners. I went to Wendy and Rachel, and I was like, what the heck, you guys? They were so excited. One girl said, like, sign me up, like, right now. Like, she said, right now. And then I sent the email, and now she said, an unexpected family issue has come up. And I was like, wah, wah. So, you know, if I could, like, let someone else, like, kind of, like, vent to someone else, like, this sucks. But if you're keeping it to yourself, it is going to, like, you are going to suck. But you need to tell your team. Tell your team so that we lift you up and just let you know, keep going, because we all need that reminder. So, yes. All right. You're next. I'm looking at you, Blondie.
Which one? This one?
Yeah.
I think I struggle with relying too much on my upline coaches or my downline coaches, which I know it's not their responsibility to take care of my coaches. But I have been making steps. I made a website for my team, and I'm starting to post more on our team page. So I'm making tiny steps, but I know I need to, like, step it up because they need a leader. You know, they can't just keep relying on my third upline, you know. So that's my struggle. Is just
right. So maybe, but it's fine. You know, it's kind of like, if someone's willing to do something, then hey, I think anybody in any position, you kind of are like, okay, that's already been done. Then,
yeah,
you know, that's like the natural human instinct to be like, okay, it's like, I'll just take this back seat here because it's already being done. But, you know, that can only take you so far. Your team will only view, you know, then there's not that, like, you want to have this, like, team feeling, and, like, those are your girls. That's how you start building it. Like, I love my team because of team calls, and because, like, I don't know, I just, like, love on them, the chats that we have going, and you want to have that with your team. And so I think that for you, I would just challenge you, maybe, so it's starting with your baby steps, or it's fine, but set those goals. Like, for you, I would say, you know, to maybe do your first live business opportunity call, like, before the end of the year at some point. And I'll give you the layout. It's super easy that you can literally just have bullet points and speak from your heart if you do good with that. If not, give you the bullet points and then you fill it in, and you can just, you know, kind of go by that. But I think that you're ready. You have, you know, you're attracting people. You have the girls that want it. You have your, you know, your girls want it. You have at least 3 girls that want this business.
Oh yeah, yeah.
3 or 4. So you have an advantage too, girl. Like, you know, not everyone has what you have. So definitely don't take that lightly, you know, like don't take it lightly. It's something like you should be proud of, and you should really nurture it, because I think you're ready for sure. I see you in your posts, you're confident, just like you have it, and I think you're ready. So it's time to just believe in yourself more, stop riding the coattails or depending on others, and then just say, okay. And you know what, here's the thing, you're just going to duplicate, you're going to take what's been done, but make it yours. That's it. So you don't have to also come up with this, like, oh my gosh, I'm a leader and I got to come up with this content. Like, it's there. Just make it your own, coming from you, because your girls want to hear it from you. So.
Thanks, Lily.
Yes. Okay. Abina.
Well, I think my fear really is actually, well, kind of putting myself out there. Hasn't been something I've been doing a lot. The other part is I'm more of a person. Like, I like the person-to-person kind of, like when I'm dealing with people at work, I usually like dealing with them face-to-face rather than an email. So that's what it is. What's stopping me is more of my confidence as well. I'm not very confident. I've only started reading these personal development books. That's pretty much it. It's just, I think, more of a confidence thing. Just doing it and just seeing what happens.
Right. And I think that's the thing. It's a process. So you start off with your personal development. You start building that. You start believing in yourself a little more. You start taking, like, look, the posts that you're doing today, you were not doing them 2 weeks ago.
No.
So look at, you're stepping up. You're like, and slowly you get more. I think of people like Angelina, she took pictures hiding behind people for years. And then here she was making videos and filming herself working out. Like, I'm telling you, those were all things that she said she would never, ever do. Like, you're crazy. I would never do that. And then now, look at her. So anyways, guys, I have seen, with you guys, I just want to share just a little bit of my vision for our team. I see us, like, I have dreams of doing like a diamond retreat where I could, like, we could all, I don't know, rent a hotel somewhere and I treat all of the diamonds on our team to like an awesome, fabulous weekend, fully expense paid by your coach. I want to do that. Like, I see other teams doing that and I'm like, oh, I want that. And they have they do so much fun stuff, and they do this every single year. I thought, like, okay, maybe once I have at least 5 diamonds on my team, we could do this. So I have a vision of doing that, of hosting, fun diamond retreats for the leaders that are working on my team. But again, leaders, I want to feel like, in a way, I want to challenge you guys, and I'm telling you this humbly, not like who's going to outshine me. I want to find, like, who is going to go above me and do better than me. Like, that's what I want on my team. Like, who is going to surpass what I'm doing? Because I've said this before, like, it's no fun, like, being up here on the top and, earning a pretty good income, and then no one on my team really is. Like, that's not fun. I want us to all eat together. And I want you guys to all experience this. But it only comes from taking those leaps of faith and from deciding that you deserve more in this business, and that why not you? If other people are enjoying a substantial weekly income from this, like, why not you? And that's what I want. That's what I keep telling myself. That we're not in a race, you guys. We don't have to do this like ASAP. We have to have the long-term vision of this and understand this is going to take time, but the rewards and the benefits are there. They are so there. I know plenty of people that work full-time to make the money that I make as a Beachbody coach. Excuse me. And I will share with you guys my goal. I have not hit it yet, but I know it's going to happen, to earn $1,000 for the week. I've come about $70 short of that. So I'm getting there. And that is what you guys, that potential is there. And this is just someone, you know, I'm just a 2-star diamond. I don't have a huge organization, but that's pretty cool. Like that is pretty cool income, you guys, for taking selfies, working out, and making videos, okay? So that the day that it happens, guys, my 1K week, like I'm gonna celebrate big time because it has been a goal, like a number. But you know what? I remember thinking to myself, like, my husband just telling me, like, babe, if you could just make $500 a month. And I was like, all right, I could do that. You know, I remember thinking, like, guys, what difference, or how would that impact your family or your life right now if you could just make $500 a month extra? Now imagine that a week. Wouldn't that be crazy? So it's there. The income is there, but the leadership has to step up. If the leadership doesn't step up, the income will never be there. And if you want to continue selling challenge packs, you can, but the true money comes from building your team. And I want to see you guys all building your teams because you deserve it. And you guys all have people that you're going to reach and impact. And I already see it. You know what? Everyone on this call here, I see it. You all have a special quality that, like a special audience that needs to hear your message. Somebody needs to hear your message, what you're going through, your story. So I can already see it happening. I want you guys to have that same vision for yourself. So that's that, guys. That's all I have to say for tonight. I feel really excited for the future. I will tell you that today, Christina Delgado on our Diamond page, on the Diesel Nation Diamond page, shared that coming in like just a few weeks, before the end of the year, they're going to make a huge announcement that's going to like revolutionize, like take whatever we're doing to the next level. She says it's like mind-blowing that she like gets goosebumps every time she thinks about it. So something is coming. And she says it's going to make it easier for us to share the business opportunity. And it's something with like Beachbody On Demand. So, let me ask you, who here uses Beachbody On Demand, or do you use your DVDs?
Right now I'm using Beachbody On Demand.
And you too? Abina, you're using your DVDs?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely the way of the future.
It's pretty cool. I love it.
It's cool. I literally do my workouts every day from my phone at the gym. But I do need a speaker. Like, to have it small and then no sound, I at least the sound gives me like the vibe, and I gotta have it louder. So I have a little external speaker that I bring with me, and it works. A laptop would be better, but I don't bring my laptop with me. So, okay, we have 5 more minutes. Does anyone else want to, I don't know, ask any questions or just share some good news? Who are you working on right now, or?
I'm just really excited because I think I've hit a point where I'm like, okay, like I really need to like dig in on this because I know there is so much potential, and I'm like so ready to just keep running. I'm like really excited.
Good. Yay, that makes me happy. That makes me happy because, I mean, definitely for you're like I said, you're in a good place and you need to build on that. You got girls that want this, which I got, you know, even some of my success partners, they still don't have teams. They don't have girls that want this. So you're in a good place. So I'm excited. I can't wait to see you. I want to see you develop as a leader. And so I want you to come to me for whatever help, support you need to advance in your leadership, and just however I can help you. Let's do this.
All right. Thank you.
So, Gabby, you've been a blessing to this team. I'm telling you, you need to get do that audio, girl. People need to hear your energy because it's there.
I will. I promise I will. Yes, I agree with you. It's like so much nicer to do the audio. And yeah, now that like you mentioned it, I was thinking I should have done the audio with a couple of the girls that I was talking to, but I'm still talking to them. I'm still trying to since I'm concentrating more in them and their needs, it's taking more time for me to talk about like what actually the package, like what it comes with and like the cost of it. I try to do that like till the last thing I do, because I don't want to scare them away. I want to make it about them because it is about them.
Yeah.
That's something it took me a while to understand. I mean, I heard everyone say, oh, this is a people business and this and that. And I thought, oh, it is. But it took me a while to get it. And obviously I had to start somewhere. And so I did. And I made my mistakes. And so, I mean, I learned from them and I'm happy. It is what it is, So I'm proud of myself because I'm doing so much better at talking with people. I'm getting a lot of people that are interested, especially now that I've been posting more pictures. I stopped doing the like, oh, I've lost so many pounds. I just did like, oh, look at my cheese, and how good I look and with my big old smile. And wow, I was so blown away with however many likes my last picture got. I was just like, oh my God, that's the most likes I've ever gotten, ever. Like really. Like people are really interested. People are actually looking at me. It's just so amazing. And I'm out there. Finally, I'm out there. It's just trying to talk to people, and more people are responding to me now. So it's just putting
You
yourself.
gotta see you getting the results, and then they'll start listening to you a little more. So, Abina, I do want to challenge you to make a list of at least 10 people, a minimum of 10 people that you can say, hey, I'm doing this program. I could give you like a casual way to message them. And to just say, hey, and it could even, okay, you say you like your one-on-ones, do your 10 people and then figure out a way. Okay, is that your cousin and you need to go visit her this week? Is that your coworker and you need to pull her aside and say, hey, check this out. Show her some before and after pictures. This is the program I'm doing. I'm gonna get these results right here. And you kind of do that, but make a list of 10 people that you can invite to join you in this weight loss journey. You could even say you're doing a challenge group next month, you and your team. If you don't feel confident to say me, I'm the fit, say me and my team are doing this. I want you to be part of the excitement and really get into this. So work on that list. All right, guys, thanks for being here. Happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy it, but you better have your plan to jump right back, okay? Let's enjoy it. Don't be all preachy saying, stay away from the pumpkin pie, guys. Like, no. We're going to enjoy it, but be conscious, don't go too cray-cray. I'm going to try to not go too cray-cray, but I will be working it off the next day, so shy. So, all right, guys, bye.
Bye. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. Bye.
No picture.